remain the one.
So that means
So what kind of movies do the ladies like?
Yeah.
I like horror movies. I need blood, gore. I need guts. I need all of it.
I like crime and
crime
action. I like for somebody to be doing some shit they're not supposed to.
Thank you.
So they like that shit.
And documentaries too.
Oh my god.
Serial killer documentaries are my shit.
So speaking of serial killer documentaries, I told Tori when we was in our group chat. Very Scary People. It comes on HLN.
What the hell is Very Scary People?
I'm gonna explain it. Very Scary People is basically they talk about all serial killers.
Ooh.
They talk about the stalker from LA. The one, what's his name, Ramirez, whatever his name.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They talk about the co-ed killer, the one who killed like mad college people. They talk about Dr. Death, the guy that was actually a doctor but he was killing mad patients.
Yeah.
The last one that was the last one. The last one that before that they talked about Robert Durst. Robert Durst is basically a guy that he was some sort of like millionaire, but he also had some sort of dark side to him. He was like he like chopped up his friend's body. He was dressing up as a woman. It was some.
I like it. I
want to see it, but it's still
it's some crazy shit. Then
I know.
Yeah. Then they of course talked about the Son of Sam.
Yeah.
He was wilding out, and they talked about. I think the first one they shed light on was what was the guy's name? The one who Yes, that's what it was.
I'm even sure he is the killer.
No, he
did that.
He actually came to court and he did it was like an hour-long confession.
Yeah,
he went into full detail on everything he did. And I think there's a part 1 and part 2 series on all
But
those.
you believe he was alone though?
Yo.
Some of those crimes, I believe it was 2. You guys,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe I wouldn't be surprised.
There was 2.
But like you said, did y'all see that movie Son of Sam that was done by
Spike Lee? Yeah.
No.
With Adrian Brody?
No.
You have to watch it.
He is really good.
Now Rick's discussing.
No. I'm just saying. I'm like,
Shane, sorry, Shane.
Yo. No, I'm just saying that movie
will be on my list.
with Adrian Brody and John Leguizamo.
It's a good
You
film.
just said 2 great.
Adrian Brody and John Leguizamo.
When did that come out? Like in what?
That came out like
2000.
Yeah.
I always feel like I've seen that. If you said John
It's a good film.
Movies.
That movie was, ladies, y'all need to watch that.
Okay.
Because
what
they were doing was happening during the Son of Sam. Because John Leguizamo and Adrian Brody, they was going through their changes or whatever. But it so happened that the Summer of Sam shit was happening in their neighborhood. Spike Lee, man. Big ups to Spike Lee.
There's also another one on HBO. It's called the one that has to do with the Atlanta murders. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar
Is it
with
the
those.
children?
Yes, I can't watch that one. I can't.
I watched it. Oh wow.
The sad truth is, honestly,
do you believe it was him, the killer?
The reason why I'm gonna say no, right? The reason why I'm gonna say no, it's because there's no physical evidence.
There's none. There's none.
That's what the problem is.
Each kid recollects different killers.
Was it like a fingerprint or a hair or some shit like that?
The black dude.
Yeah. Right.
That's all the evidence they need.
So
the black dude.
So right. So the thing.
Got him.
Right. So the thing was, they basically said that he was basically like drove him to be locked up. But the thing is, what gets me during that time, you already know down south in particular, they're like 30 years behind history. Like they don't know. Yeah. So like during this time, the majority of these murders actually happened the birthplace of the KKK. They were wiping out black folks during this time, like the left and right. And the thing was, what makes me angry about the situation is some of these parents, these black parents, knew that this shit was going on, but yet they did not fail to pay attention to their kids.
They didn't.
That was the problem that I have with that whole situation.
The drug era took
it was bad. You had parents. You had parents going shopping during this time with their kids, telling these kids to go outside and wait for me to get in the car. When they come back and they're gone. It's everything, and you got kids going to school by themselves during this time.
Mm-hmm. It's bad
though.
Totally different because I grew up in that era, so it's totally different. I know. It may seem like you know,
Right.
it was the norm for me.
That's what I'm saying.
And I was
Like-
actually, you know, it's funny. I was just talking to somebody about this. Like, I used to go to school when I went to the Ellis years ago. I used to walk to school, and I was probably like 7,
Yep.
6.
Yep.
But not,
Yeah, that's how it was back in the day.
But not saying
We were
And that
latchkey
was- and
kids
that was-
right
and
back
that
in
was
the day,
That was the
though.
norm for me.
right,
You
but
know what I
not
mean?
right, but
70s
not,
and
but not
80s.
saying, but not saying it's the norm. But my thing is, you know, during this time that somebody was literally going out and killing these kids.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
That's-
yeah,
that's-
yeah, yeah.
Intentionally, yeah.
That-
But at the same
But it was
time,
happening
though,
up here too.
It was.
Yeah.
but our parents prepared us for that because, like you said, parents are leaving their kids out there alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was a latchkey kid, and then just like JK was saying, back in the, because remember back in the days, those heads in like a white van,
Yeah.
I remember that.
snatching heads up.
Clown.
Mom used to be like, yeah, the clowns.
Someone say
There
yeah.
you go.
The clown.
Oh, yeah,
Yo, I was a latchkey kid, and my mom's like, the bus drop your ass off, bring your ass home, come in the house, don't open the door for nobody. And that's exactly what we did. Point A to point B. We didn't stop off at point C or point D. Point A to point B. Click clack. I'm watching Battle of the Planets or G-Force or whatever.
Yeah.
Your mom came home, yo.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's like,
Children are different.
Different.
Yeah.
It's a lot more freedom.
They want to go to the
It's a different
store.
time.
They want to make pit stops.
and they don't have the fear of God the parents put into you because
But, yeah.
if I
They like
fucked up and didn't do what my mother did,
Show
Shit.
ass is brass.
What we
Back
call
then,
my
too,
black
your
ass.
neighbors, your
Yeah.
neighbors would be.
Oh my God.
Neighbors are
watching-
so silent.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
watching-
They will not say
They'll
anything.
tell- I
They will
remember
let
I
the
had
child
neighbors.
get stolen
I had that.
and
You know
say
how you
nothing.
watch some old shows? You had that old lady in the window.
Yeah.
I had
They don't
Miss
have
Mary
that.
on my.
I ain't gonna
Well,
say
we don't have
nothing.
that.
Miss Mary was on my. She was always in the
No,
window.
we still have that, but
Hey, what you doing over here? I'm
there?
gonna tell your mama.
Yep.
Let's
Yep.
go get in trouble.
Mhm.
That's your
Hey, Miss
ass,
Mary.
Mr. Postman.
Take your old ass in the house somewhere.
Right?
No, you still have those type of people. Just most police nowadays don't believe them.
Nah,
I don't
no.
see
It
it.
depends.
You want to talk
I
about Big
have a lot in
Mama?
my neighborhood, and I feel as though the police say, "Oh, well, you know, you calling a lot, so we're
What?
not going to really take what you say into consideration." And you should, because a lot of these people that are very nosy and continuously call the police actually have some valuable information.
That is
True
true.
or not true? I'm very sorry, you
Yeah.
guys. Y'all got to look at it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Big
A
Mama
lot.
nowadays, Big Mama's like in her 40s. In our days,
Mama still trying to go to the
in
club.
our days, Big Mama was like in the 70s, the 60s, or 80s.
Big Mama.
But Big Mama is like
And also, they want to
45,
know, and they're
50.
looking if this lady had some type of mental issues. You know what
I
I mean?
know.
So it's not
Most
about
of them
just like
do.
trusting
Most
this
of-
person. It's more or less like this lady's crazy.
Yeah.
She ain't on her meds. Or
Yeah.
she's
Big Mama's a
fiend.
thought.
Yeah.
Some of them be kind of
Big Mama ain't Big Mama. She's a thought right now at the fucking club.
They don't.